Alrighty, guys and gals, we are back here at my favorite McFast charger. I just like it because of the name. It's a Chargepoint charger, and it's right off of Interquest in Colorado Springs, if you ever want to know where it is. It's right here at a McDonald's. I don't know if you can see that, but it's right there behind there. Anyways, we're actually going to take a little trip today. We are going to go up to Denver and back. But I'm going to take 83. It's a highway, but it's a little bit slower speeds, a little bit hilly. And then we're going to come back down on the interstate. 83 goes through some little towns and stuff. I figured it's a good balance. I really like that route. So it's basically just going to be a circle and come back here to the charger. And we're going to see what kind of range that this Lightning gets in the cold weather. So as we all know, cold weather is a nemesis to EVs, and in some cases, or a lot of cases, to regular vehicles too, getting them started, all of that kind of stuff. What I have found, I get the best range when it's above 60 degrees. Around 70 degrees, I get the best range, actually. But now it's 12 degrees, so we're going to go up to Denver, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to show you what kind of range we get. The other qualifier, if you watch one of my recent videos, you'll know that I just got new tires on. So I only have 200 and something miles on these tires. So usually new tires, they don't get the best range right away. But I'm going to test them out. I'm going to test them out now. We're going to do more tests probably whenever I have after about 1,000 or 2,000 miles on there. But I wanted to test them out now to have a good comparison when they're supposed to start getting better range, if that makes any sense. So let's do this. Normal cold weather for me, just letting you know, normal cold weather for me is between 2 to 2.2 miles per kilowatt hour. And let me show you here the route that we're going to actually go. This is 25. There's another little road that goes right up towards Denver, up the same parallel. It's actually called 83. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to go up 83. Right around this area is where we call Monument Hill. And I'm expecting that the range won't be as good going up to Monument Hill, but after Monument Hill, it'll pick back up. We're going to be going about 60, 65. And until we hit around this area, there's is where we're going to start with a lot of the stoplights here in Parker. And it'll still be a mixture of highway stoplights, then all the way down to about downtown Denver here, then get back on 25 and be able to speed up to about 69, 70, and then coming all the way back down 25 and back to our current location again, which is the north part of Colorado Springs on Interquest. So that's the route that we're going to do. We are at 75% and it is 12 degrees. So let's buckle up and enjoy the drive. Bye, McFast Charger. So we are only about 5 miles into our journey here, and I wanted to show you, that's not looking that good on the range. It's 1.1, but I wanted to show you why. Basically, it starts out here. It's such a beautiful drive. This is the reason why I love this. It's a little snowy here. Yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful drive. So I'll check back in here in a little bit after we go a few more miles. Look how gorgeous this route is. This is awesome. So it goes from trees, just to hilly land, and it is just a great, great route. We're at 12 miles so far. And the range is creeping up there, which is kind of what I expected after we get done with Monument Hill. So, still enjoying our beautiful drive up 83. Just checking in again. We just crossed over the 20-mile mark. The range is still creeping up. It's kind of what I expected. What an amazing drive this is. I encourage you, if you come up to Colorado ever, take 83 going from Colorado Springs to Denver or vice versa. It's just a beautiful drive. Beautiful drive. Just, and the reason why I like to do this is that not only is it beautiful, but it's a good representation of what people drive in Colorado. It's hills, it's turns, it's decent speed. As you can tell, it's a 65-mile-an-hour speed limit. And the sky is painted perfect for us. What a great day. What a great day to enjoy life. I mean, this is the type of weather Colorado Springs and Denver we deal with a lot, where you basically have a lot of the snow, but the snow melts off and the roads are pretty much just wet or slushy. So that's why I chose the tires that I did for this type of weather, because I need something that goes through wet, slush, dry, and will go through snow. And these tires seem to be handling pretty good. We are at 33 miles so far into our trip, and still the range is creeping up there. Just look at this. Look at this. Just how beautiful it is here. What a great state I live in. Woohoo! Yeah. The other question a lot of people may be having is, are these new tires louder? And the answer is only very slightly. Actually, the difference is negligible. I mean, I can tell a little bit, but it does not bother me in the least. But yeah, there's not as much noise increase as you might think, like with more aggressive tires like the K02s or something. I just think that this route is just a really good mix of what it's like just regular driving. You got stoplights, you got slower highway speeds. Then we're going to go on the interstate coming back and get even higher highway speeds. So far we got about 50 miles into our trip so far. Still creeping up on the range. Looks like we got it up to 2.2 now. And some of the cool stuff about this route is that it just takes you through downtown. And again, I get to test my tires out in just slushy, wet roads, which is good. So now that we're at a stoplight here in Denver, or what we're doing here is going through Denver right here, and then we're going to be coming over on this road and going back down on 25. We are at 62.2 miles so far into our trip and 2.3 miles per kilowatt hour. And now even coming back on 25, it's actually pretty nice. It's a really nice view even this way. So we are looking at 2 miles per kilowatt hour exactly. And like I said, we're not going above 70. So yeah, even just driving down 25 here is beautiful. Got the hands-free going. It's nice. So we are a little bit over 100 miles into our journey here. And just look at how pretty this drive is here on 25. 25 is pretty too, but I really like the 83 part of the circle. Watch the road, guys. Anyways, we got 33% left on the battery, so we've used just over 40% of the battery so far to go 102.2 miles. So here we are back at our McFast charger after doing our little 122 mile loop from Denver and back. I think this has been a really good test for our new Falken Wildpeak tires. If you notice here, it's 28 degrees, so it warmed up a little bit. We ended up with exactly 2 miles per kilowatt hour, which I was saying that with the other tires, I averaged between 2 and 2.2. So it's a little bit on the lower end of that range. But again, these are newer tires, so this is a good baseline test for them. Plus it's cold. And then we've gone 122 miles. And if you notice up here, it is 90% acceleration available on the battery. Battery temp's still good, but it's only giving us this because of the cold weather. If we go over here to our calm screen, we'll be able to see the percentage, and we are at 24% on the battery. So basically just over 50% of the battery, 122.4 miles with just over 50% of the battery. So we are a little bit low compared to what I normally get in sport mode. But again, these are new tires. I kind of expected it. We are only at like 350 miles now on the tires. It takes about, I think, about 1,000 to 2,000 miles to kind of break in tires a little bit for them to fully get you the range that they're expecting. I did expect a little bit lower range out of these tires because they're not really, they're not the all-season tires that are designed for range, but they're also not the full-on all-terrain tires, which will take off a lot of range. And I will tell you, the first report I'll give you on these tires, I love them so far. They handle the slush and snow great. They do corner a little bit tighter, and so they have a little bit more grip on the road. I really like that. And so far, I'm actually pretty satisfied with these tires, going from like the wet and slush, which is what I got them for. I knew it was going to happen. It just happens all the time where there's either rain, or if it does snow, it turns into slush or ice. And that's the biggest deal here with Colorado, at least in Colorado Springs and Denver area. When you get up into the mountainous areas, you'll probably need a little bit more of an aggressive tread tire. So if you have any more questions about about the Ford Lightning, different tests that you may be curious about, then let me know. I'd like to do a little video about it, and because my goal here is just to let you experience ownership of a Lightning along with me, like the pluses and minuses, what it normally takes. That's why I did the drive today, because I wanted to show you that's my favorite route, going up 83 and then cutting over through Denver, kind of going through some little town areas. 83 is beautiful. You got to see a lot of beautiful scenery. You're going about 60, 65. Then you get into some stoplight area going through the downtown Denver area. And I really like that. Downtown Denver is really pretty. And then you kind of come back over to 25 and then go down, and we're going about 69, 70 for our test down 25. And even that is a pretty drive in itself. And then all the way back here over to the Interquest, McDonald's, McFast Charger. Yeah. So I think it's a really good test, and because it gets a variety of what you are going to be doing if you're driving just normal life. Like, in Colorado, it's not flat. There's a lot of hills. There's a lot of turns. There's a lot of curves. You're driving in the city. You're driving up in the mountains and then back down. It's so you get a lot of variety. And so I'll be doing this more test, taking this 122 mile loop. I may extend it in order to extend the mileage on the test for future ones, but I do like that whole trip. And yeah, we'll keep doing this again. Let me know if you have any more questions. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video.